Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. I am here today with some more torn fabric journal covers that my aunt makes, just to show you guys what's available. I still have a lot of the winter and Valentine's Day, and there's a few bird ones left, so if you're interested in any of those, these are the new ones. There's a lot of them with at least one piece of Tim Holtz fabric, and then there's other fabrics combined with it. But for those of you who haven't seen these ones are unwrapped so that we can look at them. They are 3 pieces of fabric running this way, vertically, and then, horizontally, and then 3 pieces running vertically, sorry, brain. So some of the fabrics she's hand painted on, or stenciled, and then other ones are just, that you would buy that are with, this is Tim Holtz fabric right here, for example, but on the inside there's one that's like a plain cotton, and that's meant for more of, a stability or structure type thing. You could also make them pages, so like this is a page and this is a page. If you want to do like a whole slow stitch kind of thing or something like that, or all fabric journal, that would be a fun way to do it. A lot of the times the way I do these is I take a piece of quilt batting, cotton batting, and I put it in between like this layer and this layer, or this layer and this layer, just somewhere so that I get that quilted effect, and then I sew around the whole thing. You can cut pockets into them. I have one, hold on just a second, I should have grabbed it. For a lot of you, this is like rerun, information, but a lot of people are new, and so I just want to make sure they understand. You can cut, this is the reason the whole thing isn't sewn together already, is because you can cut into it, stitch around, like this piece to make a pocket. I dyed the fabric in between. Oops. Oh, that was right. So that, that you can have a pocket in your journal. You can cut spaces out for kind of like a frame if you want to frame a picture. Here's another pocket. I've just torn fabric and put it on the edges and things like that. There's loads of things you can do with these, and that's why they're not stitched up, is because it allows you to have more freedom to create your journal the way you want to create it. Like this one has these little bitty pockets here and here. Then there's also 2 pockets right here and right here, and then a big pocket right there, and then like back at here I've turned this flap that goes the long way here into a big pocket right there, but it flips up. Oopsie, my light's in the way. And then I have just added some other fabric pockets on top of the back portion. I've made them before where I've turned the back portion into a big pocket behind, like at the back. It opens as a pocket. I mean, there's like a million ways that you could stitch these together. So they're just fun to play around with. So that's why they're not finished. I've had a lot of people say, why aren't they sewn together when I get it? Well, it's because it allows you to make it the way you want it. So if you're looking for a fabric journal cover that's all sewn together, this isn't it. This is meant for you to customize in a way that you want. Like you saw in the last one, I added a signature here and one over here, and that way I've got 2 signatures. You could put 2 signatures on one side. I mean, you could just do loads of things. So this is an example of one that has some painted fabric and then a couple of the other fabrics. This is a small size. So it folds this way, and then this flap comes over this way, and then that top flap comes over. Okay, so that's one kind of colorway, and there's also a large version in the same sort of colorway. There are various differences within them. Like, for example, I am using this one to do my frog journal. Where did I set it? Oh, it's right here. But the one I have chosen has this kind of button, and this one has a different kind of button. And some of the fabrics are a little bit different. Like these 2 fabrics here are the same, but then when you open it, this is the fabric that's inside of the one I'm using. This is the fabric on the inside of this one. So there's minor differences. They're not all going to be identically the same, even within the same colorway. that's just how she's done them. So you can, you know, turn this into a flap like I did. You could have side pockets. You can have pockets here. You can add pockets on top of if you want to do more like the quilted effect. So there's loads of different things that you can do. I'm just showing these ones to you as examples so you can kind of see how they are. So this one and this one are very similar in style. This is the small, this is the large. You know, so you can see this one has 2 buttons, this one has 1 button. This one doesn't have hand-painted fabric. There's Tim Holtz fabric on the inside and the outside of this one. And then this kind of peachy and the speckly. Oh, this is one she's painted because she signed it. Wherever it's signed, she's painted the fabric. So that's what these speckly stripes and things are. Okay. So that is that one. And then there's one with the more orange. This is Tim Holtz fabric, oranges and turquoise. Sometimes she flips up the bottom so that you could stitch the sides and turn this into a pocket. Yeah, they're just all various ways, and they're just meant for you to customize however you like them. So that's the small version, and the large version of this one is like this. And see, the buttons are different, but they're very similar. But the fabrics on the inside might be a little different, but same colorways. So I have those little ones that I showed you, and then I have these bigger sizes. This is like the one I'm doing for the frog journal that's coming up. There's only one more of those in the larger size. There's the one in the small size as well. And then this is another, you can see this is Tim Holtz fabric here. And it gives you a little instruction sheet that, you know, you could make the same way, or you can do it totally different however you want it. So it's just really about customizing it. This one has like a swirly button on it. This is all Tim Holtz fabric. A lot of Tim Holtz fabric in that one. I love all the stamps. This one's got ticking, and then that sewing. I can't remember which one what it's called. His fabric or his paper set of this one, but it's got the roses and more of a sewing kind of look to it. And there's 2 of those, and a nice big pink. This one's a ceramic button. These ones, I think like on this one is a wood button. I think that's what that is, yeah. So yeah, they're just all a little bit different, but those are all in the shop if you're interested in another, or, you know, one, if you haven't gotten one yet, cover, because they are fun to play with. And I've done several different styles, and you can find videos in my list of videos. If you do Crafty Cat torn fabric journal covers or fabric journal covers, they should come up no problem. So anyway, like I said, I am going to do the frogs, and I'm going to use this one. And what was I going to say? Oh, I'm going to do something totally different than what I've done before. I'm going to try this. This could be a complete disaster or it could turn out really cool. So I watched a video by Susie at Shabby Soul, and she did a project for Tim Holtz. It was around October of 2021. Yeah, 2021. And it was a Halloween one, and she used I think it was a Tim Holtz or somebody's, I'm not sure whose fabric cover. That didn't really, it wasn't clear to me where she got the fabric cover. But anyway, she had a fabric cover that was just like, if you cut this part off and cut this part off, you know, it was just a regular open and close fabric journal cover. And she turned it this way. So I'm just going to take this piece off, and we're going to pretend this piece isn't here. So she turned it this way, and then she cut the extra fabric pages kind of into, you know, stitched down the middle, cut the pages like little short things, and clipped on and sewed on all kinds of little like pieces of Tim Holtz ephemera and tags and, you know, all kinds of things onto those little strips, and decorated it up at the top. And then she added a little stick up at the top that she hung it with. It was meant to be a wall hanging. So she turned a journal into a wall hanging, which you could do with one of these for sure. So I'm kind of stealing that idea, but I'm not going to make a wall hanging. I'm going to do, it's hard to explain. It's still going to be a journal, sort of, more like another art piece, really, because it's probably not going to have a ton of writing space. But I'm going to add some fabric to this, and I've bought some fabrics that I'm going to use. I can't find Tim Holtz fabric in my area, and I wanted to get started on this, so I didn't want to order it. I know there's other places you can get it, like you can order it, I know. But anyway, I've just chosen these fabrics to go with this, and I'm going to do kind of the same idea, but I'm going to add some fabric to it because I think I need to keep the integrity of the journal itself. I may end up cutting some of these pages, like stitching down either side of where this middle piece goes, and then I will be doing some tearing, but I'm also going to be adding other fabrics out of the pieces that I have torn off, if that makes sense. And I know this sounds cockamamie right now, but and I'll add tags and flippy things to it, and then in the end you'll be able to still like close it all up, you know. So it'll look like a journal on the outside. It's not going to be a wall hanging, but on the inside it's going to be something very different. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this piece. Sorry, it's my neighbor. I think he's a child, but anyway, you just stitch across here, and then I will cut some of these shorter so that I can sew or tiny attach or whatever tags and things like that to it. And then, like, say the next layer is going to be a little bit longer, or I may, like, because this is a plain fabric, I may add to it. I'm probably going to coffee dye this cream colored fabric here quite a bit. I want it a lot grungier than what it is. But yeah, it's just going to be kind of like torn fabric, tags. I'm just really into this tag journal thing right now. And then I saw her piece from October, and I was like, oh, that would be really kind of cool with one of these. So I could end up ruining this, and I hope I don't. But yeah, that's the plan, is to see, you know, I'm going to do tearing, adding fabric, taking away fabric, moving fabric to different places, that kind of thing, and we'll see what we get. But for today, because I haven't totally wrapped my head around it yet, I'm going to be making some ephemera that could be attached to those strips of fabric that get left, you know, in the journal. So I was thinking guest checks might be good because, you know, I think a lot of people have them, and I haven't really used a whole lot of them in a long time. So I was like, well, this might be a good chance. So I also have these little glassine bags that were gifted to me, and I'm not sure what they're for. They have this one little, like, sort of metal piece in here. But anyway, I like to add like a tea bag. I've added tea bags to the top of guest checks to make a pocket, but I like to be able to see through it because I like the lines back there and the coffee dyeing and all that. So first, that's what we're going to do, is add a pocket onto the top of our guest check. And then see, this could be stapled or stitched onto a strip of fabric, and then it can flip either way. You could still write on the back of it. So this is kind of what I'm going for. And I have no idea, like I said, if this is going to work, because I haven't even seen anything like this other than her wall hanging piece. So how y'all doing? Are you overwhelmed? After my blah, 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 blah. But anyway, I hope you guys had a great weekend. This might be a hit and miss week, just because, like I said, I am trying to figure out how I want to do that. And it may take me a couple days to figure it out. So, but I will share with you whatever I do with it. I haven't totally decided how I want to do it. So that's just the idea that I have. So let me know what you think, if you think I'm crazy or if you think it might be cool or whatever. So I'm just inking this because I did not have one that was coffee dyed, and I don't want it to be, you know, just the plain color. I am going to just do a little bit of coffee, if I can get it to spritz. I don't really want to get it on my frogs. So yeah, hope y'all had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. My daughter was here, so of course I had a good weekend. My son went to prom last night. He had fun. But yeah, it's been a good weekend. My son's at work now. Oh, this bottle, I'm telling you, it's like I thought it would work good, but it's not working great. And it's really weird because that coffee's no thicker than the stuff that was in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of strange. But anyway, I'm going to set that off to the side. And I'm going to ink a little frog. I don't know which one I want to use. I could actually use a bigger one on that. I cut those little ones out because I was thinking if I did some of the other things I want to do with the guest checks, then I might want a smaller one. But I think we could even use one of the bigger size. These are, oh, so this is what I want to show you. Print to size. And it's just Print to Size is an app. And it allows you to put whatever digital you want, and then you can shrink it down. Like, you know, it shows a page and you can grab the little corner and make them bigger and smaller, shrink it down, make it bigger, whatever. So this is half page and this is more than quarter page, but so you can get different sizes if you want them, different sizes. So we gotta cut out this one. I do like Print to Size a lot, and that's just, you have to go to your app store and find it. And I don't know, I've had mine for a while and I don't remember what it costs, if it costs anything. I don't think it does, but maybe it does. I can't, it's always hard to remember with apps. I know it's not a lot if it does, but it's definitely worth it to me because like my Epson printer doesn't have a lot of options for size, at least that I've figured out. Maybe it does and I just don't know what I'm doing, but my son hasn't either, so, and he's a little bit better with that. He hates printers, but anyway. Yeah, so it's just great because it allows you to really make something any size that you want it. So, and this is my Ribbit digital download. If you didn't get to see it when I did a flip through of all the pages, that was last Friday. So you can go back one video from where this video is and you should be able to find it. And oh, I wanted to say, because I have a lot of people that are not able to find the videos in order kind of thing. And the best way to do that is go to the creator's like main page or whatever and click on the videos. And then it should give you a running list of all their videos from, I do mine from the newest, so the most current ones, to the oldest. So that way you can find the order a little easier, because when you get it on, like, you might like this video and you watch one of my videos, it's really hard to find the other ones from there. So click on my little crafty cat icon, you know, my profile picture, and the little circle. And it'll take you to my actual page, and then you can say that you want to look, or, you know, at the top it says videos, playlists, whatever, that kind of thing. And you click on those, and then you can go to all the videos in order, which makes it a whole lot easier for you to find videos that you're looking for than trying to find them either through searches or whatever. You can also search Crafty Cat, then click on my profile picture and go to videos that way. That's another way. And you, of course, do that with any creator. So anyhow, just a little tidbit. I'm going to have to dry this, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I got that dry. I did decide to go with a bigger frog. So I cut, this is the normal size print, the size that it prints out if you don't shrink it down at all or anything like that. So I went with that one, and then I'm going to back a tag that I want to put in there, and I'm going to use this craft cardstock because I have a ton of it and it's too thick for my Glowforge. I mean, it's not. The Glowforge will cut this. I keep saying that, and that's not really true because it'll cut through wood. So, but for the stuff I like to do, the heat that's required for that, it's not great on paper. It's, I guess, more that the paper can't handle it than the Glowforge. So anyway, it's too thick and I have a lot of it. So I'm going to use that to back my tags. Plus it gives the tags a kind of a nice, you know, background there. Just craft color. I don't know what I did with my glue book, so I'm just going to use this wax paper, jelly paper, whatever. And this will go in the pocket. Obviously, I'm sure you could figure that out. So yeah, welcome to all my new subscribers, and welcome back to all of you who hang out with me all the time. I appreciate you guys so much, and I can't tell you how thankful I am to have all of you. I have heard ruffles and rumors that some people are going to be striking Etsy. I'm not going to be one of those people simply because I cannot afford it. Like, I understand that there are issues, and yeah, I'm not going to get into that right now because I don't want to get involved in it. I tried to start a new business last year, or my own website, basically, without success. It's very difficult to do. And unfortunately, this time we don't have many other options than Etsy, which they know. So they've kind of got us in a bad way. But anyway, I won't be striking because I can't afford it. I just can't. And they're asking for people, you know, obviously people who purchase to also strike. I'm asking you not to, please, because there's a lot of us that, you know, that's how we pay our bills. So, but I mean, obviously it's up to you what you decide to do, but I won't be part of that right now. My little thing, I'm telling you, I could go through hundreds of these things. Yeah, they've raised some of their prices on, or fees and all that, and everybody's upset, which is understandable. I mean, I totally get it. I just can't afford to do it, so. All right, so I have one of these little ferns, and I get these on Amazon. They're just dried fern, and they're just great to use. Like, I used them with my Wee Forest Folk digital journal, and then also I'm going to use them with this one because I just really like how it looks. And then maybe we could put another little piece of ephemera. I know that makes it not as, obviously you can't see the guest check very well anymore, but this is what we do, right? Layers and layers of things to make it interesting. The red wouldn't be awful because of that, is what I'm thinking. And I will ink it. You could just kind of put that on there with maybe a stamped ticket on it or something, and him. And then this will go in the pocket. And these are Tim Holtz Memoir Ephemera Pack. It's one of his new ones. So I'm going to stamp that with one of his tickets, I think. I don't have any of his more sciencey type ones because I don't generally do a whole lot of that. I may start doing more of it because I'm really liking the look of this frog kit that I've done. And like I said, I'm going to have one coming out called Croak that'll be toads. Or at least I think they're toads. I told you I'm not a biologist, so I just like what I like to look at, right? It's kind of the way it is with artists a lot of times. I mean, there are some that are definitely trained in whatever it is that they're making art out of, but I don't speak for everyone. But yeah, just to let you know, my shop will be open. So if you hear any rumors about it and you wanted something from my shop will be open. I kind of want I want vintage photo. That will go there. Do I want that on? I guess it doesn't matter really. Maybe I will glue this down first. So this can go just about to the top, I think. So yeah, you can do this same thing. Like, you don't have these little glassine bags, don't worry about it. You could make a little bag out of deli paper if you wanted that same kind of crinkly thing. You could use a coin envelope on here. You could use a tea bag. Like I said, you can order tea bags from Amazon that are a little bit bigger than what we think of as standard tea bags that you buy at the store with tea in them. And they have like a little tie, so if you leave it untied, it's flat at the top, which is what I usually do when I put them on these type of things. What else could you use? You could just put a piece of paper like halfway across or so as a pocket. So yeah, just anything you can think of that would be a fun little pocket to go on top of the guest check. It is kind of fun to have them a little bit see-through. So yeah, if you could make one out of, you know, deli paper, like a little coin envelope type envelope out of deli paper or whatever, that would be fun on one. Where's my card? These cards aren't as great because they're made out of cardboard, but it'll last until it's done, and it's fine. At least it keeps me from having to touch all the glue as much. I'm still gonna have to use a paper towel though to get the extra. Oh, don't stick to the napkin. All right, and then we're gonna put our little frog and snail on there. I like that. I think I'm just going to use a glue stick. I think it will stick well enough. Today is Sunday for me, so I'm trying to get my week started. Like I said, though, it might be a little they might be a little slow coming this week. Just like, I'm not sure if I'll do a video Tuesday, just because, like I said, I just am not sure how I want to do this, the fabric portion of this journal yet. So, and I do need to do some catching up on the Glow Forge. So, all right. And then what I'm going to do is put glue all over the back of this and glue it down. You could go around and then have a tuck behind it, but these are kind of fragile and I just don't want to end up with it coming off, you know. Mostly going to go around the edges because, as you know, it will. In fact, I think for the back I might just do this because I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see the glue back there. So I think I'll just kind of do that. And I am going to go just over the perforation at the bottom because, as you know, guest checks have a perforation line, so this bottom part can be torn off. And so that, for that reason, it could fall off, which you don't really want, right? So, yeah, you can glue it. You can put a piece of paper across the bottom. You can glue something across the back, too. I'm just going to put that on there. I think that'll be just fine. Okay, I like that just like it is. And then our little tag we could add to. We don't need a lot, I don't think. It's got its dragonflies and whatnot. Yeah, I ordered some more field notes stuff because I don't have a whole lot of that left. Let's see these. These are from my friend Nan. Thank you, Nan. Something like that would be even kind of cool, huh? Because that's a washi sticker, so it would be see-through. These are all like sort of, I don't know, just writing newspaper type ad stuff. This one's cool with the map on it. I haven't looked in these in a while. You know, you just sometimes forget stuff that you got, which is awful, but he needs to go in my Tim Holtz folder. Oh, my son's home from work. There's a postcard. I like that though, even though that doesn't necessarily go. That's just kind of cool looking on there. I like the tape on the corners. This one would be a good one to put somewhere. Maybe not on that one. We already got dragonflies. More map type things. Okay. I think I'm going with that one. I should have just jumped on it from the start. Oh, there's this one too. What is on here? That looks like a merry-go-round, so I don't think I want to do that. Okay. Let's ink this one. Alrighty. And I will glue the back of it just to make sure it stays down. All right, and then I think we'll put fabric up at the top, much like I did for the tag book. I like that kind of lots of little bits of fabric up there. I like this because it, like, little strings go every which way. This is a good piece of sari. It's kind of a green color. I'm just taking out of a bag that just has all manner of little bits and randomness in it. So I'll just do this. And then when I'm all done here today, I'll go run a stitch across this so that it'll stay there. There is going to be quite a bit of sewing in this book. So I'm sorry for the people that don't sew. I mean, I think you could do a lot of it with Fabri-Tac, but I prefer to sew, so that's what I'm going to do with it. A piece of seam binding. This is a great way to use up all this stuff that just ends up hanging out because we keep it all, right? Piece of lace. I don't want it to hang over the dragonfly. And I'm going to leave those strings and kind of push them to the back so that they'll end up getting stitched under that. Okay, and that will be that once the stitches run through it. And it will just go in our little pocket. Just like so. And that tag is in the kit already done. And then I added the little ABC thing there. This goes, oh, this goes in there. All right, now another thing we could do with a guest check is cut it in half. I'm only going to cut one of them in half, which this will be like, you know, Captain Obvious moment, but that's kind of the way a lot of this stuff is. It's sort of just, you know, try it and see what you get. So roughly about 1 3/4. I'm going to come over just a tiny bit so that I mostly miss the check part and just get the guest. Okay, hopefully that was straight. And then see, when I put it on here, I'm taking away that guest underneath, but I've added another one. And then I'll use that on something. Not right now, but I want kind of a biggest. Notch in it, because it's going to just be like a tuck. Obviously that's not a super deep pocket, but it's enough to just hold something there. So that's all we need. I mean, really, you can do anything with guest checks that you can do with any other piece of paper. So I can see that's going to be a problem. So I'm going to put some washi across there, because just inking it, it started to come off. And I have this green, so that's perfect. Just green leaves and things. Yeah, so washi's a great thing to use on these to hold that perforation, or, you know, you can just glue a piece of paper on there. And I'm not going to worry about it going all the way to the end, because it doesn't matter. It just has to hold that on so that it's not falling off, you know, or like in this case, if you glued across the bottom, it might just tear all weird right there. So don't want that. That wouldn't be good. Oh, I'll just wait. I think I'll probably just go ahead and put it on. Maybe I want a little decorative paper on there. Let's see what we got. Well, that big tag won't fit. I put all those stamps on top of there, so now they're making it hard to get. All right, let's see. I don't know what I want on there. Some bugs would be kind of cool, huh? Maybe we'll use bugs. And then I was going to see if one of the journaling cards. Oh, there's that one. Right here. Will this fit in there? Probably not as too wide. Yeah. So I'll just have to take a tag and use it. Or one of the other pieces of ephemera would work too. That one would work. Let's do that frog. He's cute. I had so much fun drawing those frogs. Oh my gosh. I got totally addicted to that. They really have a lot of personality. Hi, son.
Hi.
Did you have a good day at work?
Yeah.
I'm doing a video, just so you know.
I know.
Okay. Aw, thanks for the hug. I love you.
Love you.
He's the sweetest boy ever. Sweetest ever. Yeah, I was glad he had fun at the prom last night, because he didn't have a very good time last year, so it was good, because it's his senior prom, so it's nice when you get to go with a group of friends and have fun. Not have drama. Because who likes drama? Not me. Not me at all. Okay. Alright, and we're going to back that again on some of this lovely craft cardstock, because it's going to make some, oh man, I just got totally slimed. It's going to make some really nice weight tags. It's a great weight for that. Gosh almighty. I just made a big fat mess, didn't I? How did I even do that? Yuck. But yeah, they'll be a great weight. And I know that the bugs are not everybody's thing, so I tried to keep it down to like a dull roar, and I tried to pick bugs that weren't, I mean, I don't know. Beetles don't really bother me at all. I kind of like them. I mean, I don't like stink bugs, for example, because they stink, but beetles don't really do anything to you. I mean, other than the ones that can like destroy things, and those little pill bugs that eat the roots off of everything you plant, those aren't great either. But I mean, like, they're not going to physically hurt you, so I don't know. I don't really mind beetles at all. I don't know, is a tick a beetle? That one may not be great, right? But I don't even know what they consider a tick. A nuisance? Yes. But what I'm saying is I get that bugs aren't for everybody, so yeah, I tried not to get too crazy with the bugs. I do like them. I think they're cute, some of them. Especially like this, because they can't even crawl on me. It's a win. Okay, and I don't know exactly how much of that I want. I kind of just want sort of random here. Probably not going to be able to get a whole lot of the numbers, because I mostly just want that. And then this piece is going to, that piece, this piece is going to come on here like this. I want to see, I like to see the numbers, but of course you can cover them if you don't care about that. I'm just going to tear down this part. Also working on a line of merchandise, just not a huge one. I think I'm mostly going to do like tote bags with, you know, some of my images on them, so that you could carry your journal in a matching bag, or, you know, that kind of thing. I just thought that might be kind of fun. So I'm working on that right now. And I'm still working on cards. I have, my aunt knows someone who might be able to do the cards for me, so I'm excited about that. Let's see, what do I want on this part? Ooh, a mushroom would be kind of cool. How about washy mushrooms? The only tall one I really have, though, is the big red one, and it's too big, too fat. I wish some of these other ones were taller, but I guess that would be fine. You could write a little something on there if you wanted, that way. These are all just the plants. So that one's kind of cool, huh? Color-wise, that one's kind of neat. Yeah, let's do that one. I could stamp something up at the top. 2. Also, that one's neat too. And those I just got, I think I might have gotten those at Amazon, but I know you can get them on Etsy. Lots of sellers have. Just look up washi stickers. Put this on here too. Is that too many numbery things? What's that? No, that's a, let's see. I need some scrap paper. Lord knows I got enough of that. Just some music. I want the treble clef maybe. I know it fits so perfectly the other way, but you know me and my treble clef. Oh, somebody was asking me how my hands are. They're doing pretty good. I have good days and bad days still, and I think that's just going to be something that I'm going to have from now on, basically. I am taking all kinds of supplements, enzymes, and things like that to try to, my aunt has gotten me all set up. Trying to, you know, reduce the days of pain, basically, and it seems to be helping because I've had a pretty good run. I did have a little pain last week because we had a huge weather change, but and it just changed again and I was okay. So I don't know, you know, it's just kind of no rhyme or reason almost. And I do wear braces on them sometimes if I can stand it. I'm not very good with that kind of thing because I don't like it. So I'm not a great patient, that's what I'll say. Which I should be better, I know. But anyway, but yeah, I'm doing good. So thank you for asking. It's very nice. And I don't have any like, this one thing works. This is the cure-all. It's just kind of a, you just got to keep managing it and try to figure out which things work the best for you. A lot of them are like joint compounds, so if you look those kind of things up and look into it and all that, you know. I like that one. That one might look good because I'm going to put this in here and it's got the blue. So let's do that. That's just Tim Holtz Ephemera piece. Oh, my this and that things would look cool too with this. I'm going to use this. Now that I left it open all that time, I should have closed it. But yeah, you guys are awesome for asking. And if I do figure out something that like works really good, I'll tell you guys what it is. I just don't have all this stuff with me right now to like tell you what I'm doing. I still do like CBD oil. Seems to help me a lot. But there's nothing that's like, oh, that's totally, yeah, I'm fine. I'm better. Because I don't think that's really possible. If you have arthritis, you know what I'm saying. But as long as I can do what I love, I'm fine. Uh-oh, something fell. Both the kids are out there. I don't know what they're doing, playing with the cat, I think. All right, I'm gonna put glue under there and ink around this. I'm gonna use the darker one, I think. I don't know why. I don't know, just whatever I grab. I don't think I'm gonna do a whole lot of anything to this tag because I don't really think it needs anything. It's nice and it's a beefy tag with that paper on there. Here and he just peeks at you. Have some, need some water. Do I want to do anything else to this? I don't know, I'll think about that. So we got those two. See, those are fun. And then, as you all know, I'm sure most people have seen this type of thing with the guest check. You can fold it. And we're going to go a little high, because then we're going to take that piece that is perforated, fold it down, and I'm going to glue that. But first I want to put a little something decorative there. More to make sure it fits on there. And see, that perforated edge thing is already thinking about falling off. So, but if you glue it down, it's going to stay after it's glued down without a problem. So yeah, I think these would just be fun, even though they're all guest checks and it seems a little bit weird. I think it would be fun to you know, just have them flipping and flapping from whichever direction I decide to put them. So I haven't decided yet. Well, that's one of the things I'm trying to figure out, is if I want actual pages in it or not. Like, do I want to do maybe one signature in it? I don't know. I have to get playing with it before I decide that. Probably will, because I'm thinking it's going to be really flat otherwise. And then we can put a tag in that as well. Bit smaller one. This, it's not going to fit. It's probably going to have to just be one of these littler ones. And the things like this are really helping a lot. And I don't have to touch that thumb at all. It's better. It's much better. So you also could glue these to some thicker paper first and then cut them out, which would probably be the smart way to do it, because then you just cut once, but it's all right. Mushrooms. I wonder why they're so endearing. That's like they're cute, but they're plants. So how does that work? I think it's just that roundy top on them. They're just cute. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling with this. Yeesh. Okay. This is probably what I'm going to have to go to glue now anyway, because I've used up all my glue books. I have one floating around here somewhere, but... Or cut up some more dollar store books, but I don't know. They're getting harder to find, so I kind of want to keep the ones I have for altered books, you know. Aiden's talking to the cat. I can talk to she. Talk, baby, talk to him. Probably ink the back of those too once it comes down to it. I don't know if I want anything even on there. I might put another one in there, or like another piece of ephemera would be good. Like, no, it's too big. Something like that would work. I mean, it has nothing to do with anything, but I don't know. I might wait until I get my other... Oh, I can use a piece of ephemera from the kit. I keep forgetting I put all this other stuff in this kit. Like the butterflies would be fun. So that can tuck right in there too. And then we've got butterflies and mushrooms. I will back that too. Just figure you guys have probably seen enough of that for today. Oh, you know what we could do though, is put one of these on this part. Which one do we want? Nope, that's not that. I had a couple pages of those here. Maybe this one. Oh, there's also there's a mushroom one somewhere I'm looking for. Well, there's that one with that frog again. No, I think I like the colors in this one. And that one has mushrooms too. Yeah, there's someone with bugs and mushrooms and stuff from this digital. I just did all different stuff on these because I figured that way it gives you more use. You know, you can use them in lots of places instead of just one style. And that's my this and that labels in my Etsy shop. Oh, those are too big. How? Sorry, now I'm just looking. Maybe this one would be good. It'll be easy to cut out anyway. The mushrooms. It's real big. It covers up a lot of that, huh? Well, bummer. What did I do with... I had another page of them somewhere that are smaller. Knocking everything over. Let's just go for the frog. Oh, there's this frog. This one will work. I just have to go slow enough around here not to mess up the circle a whole lot. Sorry, that was probably really fun for you to watch. Over here with my tongue hanging out, practically trying to cut a circle. This is just a snippet off of one of those things I did before in the last, that tag journal I did. Oh my gosh, come on. I think I'll do that. Kind of feels like it needs something under it still. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Just some green ledger. This is new version kind, so easy to find. Oh, my glue's starting to get over sticky from sitting opened. Okay, so I'll just put some of this on. I don't know why I chose this. I just grabbed it. And I'll probably run a stitch through there just to make sure that fabric stays. I'll back that and then it'll just get glued or stitched on this side and this side. And then that's another little pocket. So yeah, just some ideas with some guest checks, some fun little things you can use here and there. So I did 3 today. Move my junk out of the way here as much as possible. All right. So we have the first one with the glassine bag pocket. Sorry, I just totally shook you guys. Oh, I did it again. Sorry. And then this one comes out this side, and I will stitch around this. And then this one. Just a super easy glue there, or stitch pocket. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that, and we will chat again probably Wednesday. I will see you guys soon. Love you guys. Bye now.